What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547. What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuk2 from TimbuTuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
I was feeling kind of down tonight. Psych! It's TimbuTuesday!
What?
TimbuTuesday!
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, partner, what y'all about to do? Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. You know I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's do lunch. You know I'm next top comic, but let's just pick the topic. I'm Timbu, my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to shop it, but I might get obnoxious. I want to hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. You know I'm on a mission, but please I need permission. But sign this paperwork. This shit give me permission to check your intuition. I want to feel your vibe. It takes a village, baby. I'm about to build this ride.
It's TimbuTuesday. It's TimbuTuesday. It's TimbuTuesday. Yay. She cut me off. Fuck it. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to TimbuTuesday. We appreciate y'all. Hit the hand clap one time.
Every time I'm here, it's a beautiful thing because you like to fire me often. I'll make sure I'm not here. To claim that I won't be here.
Turn the mics up a little
I
bit.
feel like you're trying to jinx me.
No, not that high. Hold on. This just sounds crazy. I guess I
Turn
never heard it
headphones
from
down?
this side. I guess I ain't never heard it from this side.
Turn
Nigga.
the headphones down. Hey, turn the triple with it.
Yeah, try to turn those are the headphones up there. Yeah. Well, we'll get it. We'll get the sound right. But
Let's just have a show.
For sure. Man, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TimbuTuesday. I know Lou, every 2-week guest, never missed a show.
I'm saying, put some respect on it.
Never
That's
missed
it.
a show.
Like many times you didn't.
I've missed
a show yet.
And he hasn't missed a show.
Shit.
Shout out
Shout
to Lou. This nigga has surprised me on a couple of days. Even days I forgot this nigga was even supposed to be here.
All I'm saying is,
it was bad.
I may not always be here when you call. I'm always on.
And once again, we got the homie Mage in the building. What up, Mage?
Back in here. What up?
My dog Major Key. Big Meanie.
Big money.
Oh, what to say?
Got the big money out here. He clearly for him to be the meanest one out the group. I figured it out. Major's the mean one.
Yeah.
But he's more approachable, which is weird.
What?
Yeah. It works every time.
Clearly, I'm not the main one. I just be chilling. But when we was,
He's the mean one.
I don't know. I'm probably just a little more approachable.
He is approachable, but he's still the mean one. They just don't know.
If I was the mean one, wouldn't I be chilling with wrestling bitch face the whole time? Like niggas, like,
Not
nah,
true.
man, fuck
Not
that
true. Because if your natural face just like mine, I have a naturally stale face, which is like get away from me. Cool. I'm the nicest one out of the group.
This debate can go forever, but
Clearly,
I'm most approachable.
Or do I not count?
If you walk into the group, that you trump everybody. Everybody just thinks you're just even though you could be a jackass when you want to. But I mean, here we go.
I mean, I get direct for sure.
I don't know how direct. Again, this is the whole conversation from another show, repeating to another show because I don't know how direct you are. You like to sugarcoat the fuck out of shit.
Sure. And when I don't sugarcoat shit, I mean,
flake ass niggas.
You upset, you mad. And we wanted to welcome back my homie Tyreak Haeem.
Yo. It's your boy Tyreak Haeem representing that Misfit life.
Hey, I heard a lot of that on the album for sure. Y'all was yelling that shit all day.
Facts. That's the brand, that's the label, just the whole thing.
For sure. If y'all remember when last time Tyreak was here, it was him and Nez. They was talking about their album. What I could never pronounce it.
Shonen Otona.
Yeah, that's the one. I was about to say Otona Shana. But they was promoting that album, which is definitely fire. And I've listened to a lot of the new album, his album now. Go ahead and introduce your album.
I just dropped my album Yin and Yang. Pretty much like my first album in a sense.
For sure.
I dropped a mixtape before, but this is kind of like I consider to be the first album.
Okay.
Yin and Yang, July 8th. So it's only been out for a little bit.
Yep, it's spinning. I told him when we first got here, he got the song on there called Single Life. It's perfect.
That's actually like the oldest song on the whole project.
That's funny.
I probably wrote that song like 5 years ago.
For real?
I swear to God.
Oh wow. So how much new material is on the album?
I mean, it's just a mixture of because I dropped my first mixtape in 2017. So that particular song I wrote like right before I dropped that mixtape or whatever. And I haven't dropped like a solo project since then.
Okay.
So everything has just been within these 5 years.
For sure. Which I can imagine you probably got a lot of shit from 5 years. How did that song get picked out of the catalog?
I mean, I just knew it wasn't gonna fit my first mixtape, so I knew it was gonna go towards the next one. It's like a fun song, but it technically comes from like a personal moment. Like we ain't got to go into the details of that, but
for sure.
Definitely feel like my albums, I always try to pick like certain topics and certain things that I want to discuss that I want people to learn or get to know me about or know that I went through during this time. So that's kind of one of those songs.
Okay, I like that. And I dropped the ball and didn't send them the album beforehand.
You should be sending everybody the album.
No, for sure. No, I shared it on my IG.
And that's why I feel like it is an excuse.
I've shared it on my. I definitely shared it. I've shared the album.
Your mom, your sister,
For sure.
all of them.
For sure.
That's why I feel like it's an excuse.
Do you text message your album to everybody or?
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. I mean, I think that's definitely smarter.
It's part of just giving it to them directly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's easier for them to just open a text or DM and be like, it's right there.
You know, people like convenience today. Niggas lazy.
For sure.
I ain't gotta search nothing. Boop. It said if you can find my text thread, nigga, it's right there.
No, I'm glad it's on Apple Music though. I was out of town. I was somewhere and dudes like handing me like the actual CD. I'm like, bro. I'm like, oh, you know Apple Music? I'll search you right now. You know, he's like, nah, I just got this. Like,
bro, we ain't there no more.
This was like 2 months ago, so I'm like, no, bro, I don't have no CD players.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like niggas,
and he was charging for it too. I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry, bro.
I just give you $5 for the support. Like, get out to the next person you see that got a CD player. Get out one. That one's on me.
Right, for sure. That's kind of what I'll do if I something I ain't want. Look, I'll buy one. You give it to us, because I can't wear like certain things. So I'll be like, here, I'll buy something and give it to somebody. Or like roses on the road, on the street, shit.
Oh, no, yeah, that's easy, man. I'll buy like a handful of them. Just like, all right, the next 6 women you see, hand them all. Give them all. Bang, bang, boom, done.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like walking down the street and handing them like, yeah, you do get one. I got to explain this shit. Like, yeah, I bought a handful of roses. I'm just handing them out to people. Don't let it be with a nigga or some shit. It be some extra shit.
I mean, I feel like if you just handed a rose, if they walk in and you just hand them a rose. How y'all doing?
You ain't buy me one. Why this stranger had to buy me one? You couldn't have bought me one.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I did my good deed. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just let the hustler sell them, or keep take the profits. You got him, boss.
He gotta talk himself out of that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Definitely don't got something to do with me.
Right.
That's on you, my boy.
Right.
Figure that out.
I'm not even bothering. Nope.
Shit, he might not even be that far along, but then that could be like a little insight. Oh, she really like flowers, or she really don't like flowers.
Could be
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Thinking about the negative.
Now you suck that man off.
I'm not doing that much. Shout out to, I'm not doing that much for it to even go that far. It could work out positive, it could work out negative. But we just gonna let the flower hustler hand them joints out.
But this nigga said he's nicer. He didn't even help this man with his girl problems. It's crazy.
Shit, why he already gotta have girl problems?
You the one that said it, nigga.
I'm just saying it's a possibility. If we don't leave into all possibilities.
I'm not thinking about the possibilities. I'm thinking about me doing a good deed.
Yeah, I hand Shorty the rose.
And keep it pushing.
I ain't doing no dissertation. I don't know.
I handed her a rose.
Yeah, she got the rose.
I'm lazy. So
she could throw it down right in front of her.
Hey, it was yours. You do what you want with it. Like, shit.
Maybe so do y'all think chicks still like flowers in this day and age?
Certain ones. All the men.
I mean,
I feel like
they definitely like a rose for sure.
I feel like not true.
Facts.
Why would everything gotta go that route? Like I thought,
go that route. Nigga, it was just a rose.
After the last show, nigga, I just want to have a normal conversation.
We ain't go that far into it. It was just a fun.
Again, where's the advertisement? Just show the whole advertisement. Make sure you get your money's worth. Like that's all I'm trying to say, nigga.
So, how you feel about the flower things? How we were talking about that? Go ahead.
He lost.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah. I'm just really
you talking about the little toy thing?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say. I mean, because I was really confused.
See, yes, they were talking about that.
Never mind.
They were talking about toy thing.
No, I was talking one joke.
I know.
One
and I was just
I didn't know.
I was just trying to have a normal conversation. I was going to let it go till y'all got quiet. Like, yes, I caught it. I just want to over talk it.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot on Instagram lately. We're not all, but a bunch of women have been posting like, "Oh, send me long stem roses." Blah 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 blah. So I guess women like roses or flowers in general. I should say.
I know some genuinely enjoy getting flowers. It's also a part about the atmosphere of y'all going.
Sure.
Hey, some like that's kind of like y'all thing. That's y'all thing. Sure. And also, I feel like some people just enjoy getting because it's like I want you to do it. Like no, they gonna let them bitches die in 2 days. They not gonna cut the bottoms off the stem, put the little flower packet in that motherfucker. They not gonna put that bitch in water. They just gonna sit there. He got them. They gonna sit there on the counter.
for like 3 days.
Thanks.
Maybe I should put him in some water. He dead already.
Don't even have a vase.
He use a
A
cup.
vase.
You gotta just send. You just gotta send that joint at this point. You just gotta pay the extra 15. You gotta send her that joint. Just
you gotta send
you
you gotta make
no
it,
excuses,
you
baby
have to
girl.
make it dummy proof.
So you better water this shit.
Right. So the letter that you write to her.
Oh, we still gotta have
instructions.
We gotta have a letter.
No.
God damn it.
I mean, you could type one in.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying, like the personal joints, you gotta be like, oh yeah, thinking of you on the you gotta fill some shit in. Like, yeah. Why can't I just send a flower? I'm already buying you the $15 vase on top.
That bitch free.
Bitch, I gotta send you a bottle of water with it? No, it ain't.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's
No,
what
it's
I
not.
just bought roses like the other day.
From where?
Sometimes.
Flowerama.
Text
If
me.
you look at after how much after you spend a certain amount, they give you a free vase.
I bought 3 roses. Oh, I'm talking about the vibes. I'm talking about the card.
No.
Oh, no, card is free.
Yeah, the card free. That shit.
Talking
It can say happy birthday on top, all that type of shit. And then I just have them like, hey, I had a shorty at the counter write something special.
So it's not even coming from you.
I didn't even write.
Wow.
I didn't even use I just used the free card and wrote to the people that was giving me the flowers. I said, "You guys are awesome." Like, and I ain't want to put it.
Yeah, just had a girl write something.
That's a good idea though. Something special that day.
What would you want to receive today?
Until she puts something just crazy, and then you gotta
just
like not even crazy like bad, like just excellent wordsmith shit, and then you gotta live up to that shit.
Make me raise the bar. If she hit me with the, I'm like, it's the birthday, and she'll write nothing special outside of the birthday, like just happy birthday, this is your date. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now she writes some elaborate shit. I'm like, God damn, okay, I gotta raise my bar level. Like, cool. If she okay with the happy birthday, this is your date, then you can get happy birthday, this is your date.
That's funny as hell. How you feel about it? You asked.
About, I mean, just in my experience, I've gotten females roses, and I just always got the feeling like they didn't really appreciate it. To be honest,
I could definitely understand that. I feel like
certain ones for sure.
Yeah, it's certain ones that do like it.
I feel like they act like they do because they're supposed to act like it, but in reality, they don't really care. I mean,
you walk in the house the next day, and them bitches still laying on the countertop still.
That's funny.
Sometimes I guess it's just the thing that counts, though. At the end of the day, for them.
Yeah, like I traditionally on Mother's Day will go get every mother. I ain't gonna say every mother, but almost every mother in my family a dozen roses. And if I know if you outside the family and I know you're a mom and we are cordial, I'll buy you a single rose.
That's lit.
Now, granted, that should get expensive.
Right, expensive as fuck, especially on Mother's Day.
Hey, at this point, like, God damn, nigga, Mickey your mom. That's crazy.
Mickey is a mom. Shout out to Mickey, man. Shout out to Mickey for sure. These are my basic people I bounce music off of. They, I could actually have a competent music conversation with them. You know how some people you can't. You be like, all right,
yeah, they just talk about the time.
Right.
Takashi the greatest rapper ever touched the earth. Nigga, what? All right, quick. What you talking?
Could you name your top 5 favorite albums?
Albums of all time?
Yeah.
Probably Kanye West, College Dropout.
What's up, Bob?
Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
Yes, sir.
Tupac, Me Against the World. That's 3.
Yeah.
Damn, I had this at one point. Off Top of the Dome, probably Eminem, Slim Shady LP.
That's dope.
By default, just Biggie, Ready to Die.
Except by default.
Yeah. It's something else that's supposed to be there, but that's the best I could think of, just off Top of the Dome.
One day, off topic but on topic. One day we need a round table. We need to do a top 10 rappers.
I'll be with that.
We got to do that.
I mean, I was actually going to.
I want to see that argument play out.
So I was actually going to transition into that because obviously, your top 5 albums might not be your top 5 artists.
It's close.
It's close. So what would be your top 5 artists?
That's easy for me. Big, Pac, Hov, Nas, M.
Damn, that nigga. Rapid fire that shit. Maze, what was yours again?
My favorite artists or favorite albums? Favorite artist, Big.
We could do the albums first.
Albums, I don't even know. I could do like from the last decade. Forest Hill Drive, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. That was number one to me.
That's hard.
From the last decade. Kendrick, first album. Number 2.
Good Kid, Mad City, or Section 80?
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City.
Section 80 was technically mixtape.
Yeah, I thought
Are we
that was
counting
a tape.
mixtapes?
It's
It's a mixtape. Just like Drake's
so far gone. It's definitely a mixtape.
Because if we do mixtapes, then I got Wale, More About Nothing, the number one. Big Sean, Detroit. Another Wale, 11111. Then Gotta Go Fab. I think There Is No Competition 2. He was just killing. And then I don't know. I mean, it was so many tapes. We got Wiz, Taylor Alderdice was crazy. It was a lot of tapes. Cabin Fever
definitely was hard.
That was. I had Lil singing the first 2 songs on that.
He sure was. That was hilarious.
Boy.
He sure was. He was like what?
Yeah, he was
4 at the time.
No, he was like 2. He was like 2. Should stay look around pod. He literally knew that bar for sure.
Yes,
that's how much that song got played.
Go back to your albums though.
So all time, man, I gotta put probably The Blueprint. Life After Death. Ye got so many. Like Ye could take a whole top 5 for real, just where he put out like pretty much like 4 classics back to back, arguably. But I do gotta put the Marshall Mathers LP. I can't even think of another 2. I mean, it's just so many greats. Yeah. But like those 3 like stand out because like I just remember like the first time I heard The Blueprint or the first time I heard the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah. That definitely stands out. That's why Back for the First Time by Luda is on my top.
I'm about to say I probably put Word of Mouth on there just because I remember when that dropped.
Louis, top 5.
Now you about to touch it. Like not right now. This is I could name 5 albums. That's not gonna be my top 5.
Okay, 5 albums.
You want 5 albums? Cool. I'm gonna give you Chicken and Beer.
Hey.
Everything's gonna become damn near come from like high school-ish.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Chicken and Beer, King.
King was fire.
Black Album.
Black Album was definitely the reason why I love rap.
Shit. I'm not. This is the top 3 because again, more of mine will probably be leaning towards my mixtape because that was high school. That was just getting a mixtape. Being able to get your hands on a mixtape was just like, oh, I got this, and it was just, yeah. I'll give you those 3 for now. I have to actually sit and think top 5 albums of all time. To mine's all depend on my mood. My mood affect those top 5 albums. You want just rap albums? Like it all depend on my mood. Am I about to, did I just come and fight somebody? Am I about to go fight somebody? Like we about to go to the club. We about to just have a kickback, a party. Like,
I would expect you to say Carter 2 or even Carter 3.
Nah, not the Carter 3. Carter 3 was cool. That gives great memories. Them was road trip memories, but it wouldn't have fell into favorite. It definitely bring back again us them road trips back and forth from Michigan.
Yeah.
Because just hearing what's the song with David Banner? Yeah, like I can't like that's like that definitely that's
sitting in the caddy, white like bad. That's how the road trips always ride and the dad
and the Cavalier.
Hip hop ad, pack hip hop ad,
front to back.
Man, I swear I'm on top like the addy.
Hot as hell, trunk full.
I was in the back seat.
2-hour drive.
If I had my top 5, this one was tough, but I put To Pimp a Butterfly.
Shocking you, pro protest.
I definitely played Damn more though, which is funny, but To Pimp a Butterfly is just like I don't know. I feel like it hit everything. Like I don't know, that shit was just fire. Black Album made me appreciate rap.
His last album too, which is weird.
Right. I mean, obviously I had liked rap, but I wasn't like really breaking down lyrics into the Black Album. When I heard Threats, and that's still my favorite Jay-Z song of all time. Like I was just like, wow, this nigga is something else. I fuck with this nigga. I would go Wolf by Tyler the Creator. I fuck with that album so tough. I play Flower Boy a lot too, but Wolf is my favorite. Think Reasonable Doubt definitely has to go on my album on there as well. And then I don't know if this is really
rap album of all time. Is Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt, that's dope. And I don't know if so. I'm gonna take one Jay-Z album off. I'm gonna take off Reasonable Doubt.
Oh.
Right after you was like, yeah, that's the greatest.
No, it's definitely one of his top. Like it's, but only I'm just taking it off because what Black Album did for me for rap. I'm gonna go to Score by the Fugees, and damn, I just lost it. Fuck. Right. Luda, the Luda. Back for the first time.
I'll take that back. If Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation is a rap album, then I gotta add that on.
It's not.
That was what my fifth was.
It's not though.
Not okay.
It was.
It won an R&B album of the year.
I mean, but just because it won that doesn't mean it shouldn't be technically classified. I mean, fucking
if it's a rap album, put
Get
it on
Out
my
was
list.
Get Out wasn't classified as a scary wasn't classified as a horror movie, but it was.
It was psychologically fucked up.
But it went under. I think it went under. I think it went under like comedy or some shit. Something stupid.
It should have went under comedy.
Yeah, it was something stupid. It was clearly a thriller / horror movie, but it wasn't. It didn't.
He had comedic moments.
I mean, most shows and anything has comedic moments. And fucking Freddy Krueger cracks jokes where he kills niggas.
It's prime time, bitch. That nigga Freddy is hilarious.
Yeah, you really can't go off these award shows anyway. I think those can't be winning like R&B because they don't want to put her in pop type shit.
But why not give her hip hop then? Why not
Because
give her rap album?
especially back then, they didn't know. Again, you gotta think they're always behind. Fucking Macklemore got best album of the year over Kendrick.
Yeah, he definitely.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
That nigga knew he shouldn't have won it.
He knew it then. He knew he was kind of was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I think that's why they gave it to him for damn. Like,
I mean, but the Grammys always been wrong though.
Yeah,
like well, at least since the 90s. That's what I go off of.
Yeah.
I can't be like, yeah, niggas wrong in the 70s. I have no idea. But in the
Stevie
90s,
Wonder should not have won a Grammy.
I think Will Smith won over Jay and Big.
Yeah, you got a point there.
So do y'all still put the Grammys high up for the music thing? Like,
no.
I do for the artists because I know like what it do for them. Like when they be like, oh, Grammy Award winning, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's just a title. It's a title.
Like,
it's a title that's like we have grown to associate with good work, but like how you get that title is kind of sketchy because at times you be like, you didn't deserve that for that title work, but you got it.
It's almost kind of like winning a championship.
Right. It's the equivalent.
Because like when Jasmine Sullivan got them 2 Grammys, I was hyped. But like to me, like she didn't need the Grammy like to solidify. But
that's for us.
Yeah, but when she get to go to the table, though, I'm like, yeah, 2 Grammys. You know, what I mean that bag a little higher now.
But I still kind of would put like winning a basketball ring over winning a Grammy because competing with music is different than competing with. Like an actual sport. Like,
is it?
And it's kind of subjective.
Music is so subjective that
you don't
it's
even
like
know who's sitting in the room.
Okay.
But outside,
when it comes, you could be the best rapper, lyrical rapper, but that level of talents don't equate into success.
But that's also
that's like saying Allen Iverson.
But that's depending on marketing. That's depending on structure. That's like
should it?
But that's what it is. If you actively know this person is the better artist outside of this person just got more popularity because we can market him better. Does that make him a better artist? Or because again, Grammy all come down to sales, what you did that year. Macklemore, Kendrick. We just talked about that. It's easier to market a Macklemore than at the time a Kendrick.
Right. That's why I agree with his point though.
If
in a rap battle, we don't think Kendrick losing to Macklemore.
Fair. They wouldn't even be competing. It wouldn't even be a
Yeah, for sure.
But in that same aspect, when you bring it to sports, what if the team not complete? Again, you have people who sit on the team. Like again, that that double-edged sword. Do I stick with the team or go on to do something better where I know they'll help me get my ring or achieve my accomplishment? Especially us being from Cleveland, we know how that was when LeBron was like, all right, I'm going to South Beach. Like everybody was like, oh, then they try to use that as a tarnish against his legacy. Mike stayed with the Bulls and got his ring. Yada, yada, yada. Like, it's too many in my mind, it's too many variables.
That's kind of true.
It's too many variables on the sports side. It's like, all right, we could all be solid ball players, but you get hurt next year. Now what? Now it was supposed to be our year though.
Right.
Now that fuck us up.
Maybe basketball wasn't the best analogy, but it could be like tennis, because like that's like me versus you. And like rapping is really like if they was like in a cipher, you know what's going down.
But even then, that's still, like you said, it's still subjective.
What
if his bars hit better than yours because his bars are more relatable. That's like if Tyler the Creator's spitting some shit versus you spitting some shit. If Tyler links into some sexual shit that's gay or something, then what? And I'm like, all right, his bar hit me where you may not like, what is Tyler talking about? That's not for me. Fuck that. He lost. Like,
I like how you put the Tyler voice on when you say it.
I mean, Tyler, I like Tyler. Like, again, I'm not. He had one bar. I don't know if it was a bar or it was an interview. The shit was funny as fuck to me. It was always thinking. He like I go over to the girl house to fuck her, but end up fucking her brother. That shit was hilarious.
Hilarious as fuck. I don't even think I've seen the interview.
I don't know if it was an interview.
No, that might have been the Funk Flex interview.
No, there's another. He did a freestyle Funk Flex. He had Flex sitting. It was a Funk or Sway. It was one of them.
It was Flex.
And he had that man looking. He looked scared.
Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? But it was funny to me that Flex was acting like that. Like he was
like he gonna say something. Tyler. He shoots to make the uncomfortable comfortable.
That nigga's hilarious to me.
It's fuck.
That nigga the soy. That nigga said my name was my name.
Like my introduction to him was fucking was the Taco Squad? What's the
Squad?
Yeah, like that was my introduction.
Taco
to him.
Squad.
I mean, it was a dude on there.
It was
a dude named Taco on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was my introduction to.
So that's kind of late. He been out way before that show.
Yeah, but I'm saying but that's marketing. Because if he I know after I found him, I knew he's been out for a minute. Because it's like again, that's how did these 5 random black kids get a TV? Like somebody had to be somewhere, doing something. It's like, all right, I'm bringing my people with me.
Right.
So like, yeah, but my introduction to him was the show. Then you do some back work. I'm like, oh, he been rapping for a little bit. Da 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 da. Bam.
Right. Once I seen Yonkers for the first time,
that's when I got to him.
That video had me stuck. I'll never forget where I was at when I seen that video. I was in grandma's basement, but I wasn't living there though. Me and Leah was together at the time. So,
a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was a minute.
Couple years.
And I was just sitting there watching the video like this nigga hung himself after eating a roach. Like I guess maybe the roach made him do it. Like, so it was just fucked up. But what the shit he was saying was fire. I'm like, this nigga can rap.
Yeah.
Beat.
Yeah. That beat was stupid.
Like even if you get away from like, again, his artistry is great. But if that's too much for him, if you take away the artistry and just sit there and listen, he's spitting bars. He's lyrically he's there. So if you're gonna be like, oh no, his lyric, like nah, because they take away his sexuality and just listen or whatever. Like, yeah, he may say something gay, but how he put it in there, lyrically, you have to respect it if you respect lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really listen for the gay shit. So
I mean, but you know how people find something to discredit you. That's again, like most country music now is nothing but rap.
Yeah, it is.
But they still devalue rap.
I haven't heard the new country.
Turn on the country station. They like how they tried to play Lil Nas X, like, oh, that wasn't a country song.
Yeah.
And you play Old Town Road and then turn on the country station. You'll listen to they still got that same group. They got the drum kits. They're listening, they're rap, they're not singing country anymore. They got their breakdowns, so they're busting bars out.
Yeah.
Like
this chick I used to work with was in the country music, so she would play it at work all the time. So I don't know none of the songs or artists, but just hearing it, like, man, it's literally just rap. Like they using auto tune and everything. Like,
yeah, dude.
The beats is mad different. It sounds like it's just a rap song sampling a country song for real.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's all there. It's all there. Like yeah, like I watched this. I forgot what I was watching. Some documentary. They just broke down how everything came from like jazz and all that.
Yeah.
Jazz. Yup.
Yeah.
It kept showing the branches. It's like this branch off to this. These people from this area took this, tweaked it like that. And it was just like how they tried to do like essentially how Elvis got into all that type of shit. And it's just like like we did it bad. Elvis did it. It was more marketable. There's that word again. We need to get the Pee Wee Herman scraping here. And then that. But all it is turning just what they can market, and how they can sell it. Because again, remember, for damn near all the '90s, rap was terrible. But now white people are rapping in country songs. So now when you go in the store or you working at those certain jobs, where it's like, oh, you can't play 107.9, but we can play whatever the country. It's the same beat.
Right.
It's just
playing the
beat.
same rotation.
They ain't talking about Chevys. They talking about stallions. Like, what do you want? They talking about water holes and fucking leather boots. We talking about Jordans.
That's a fact.
Like,
driving tractors and wearing boots.
Bro, John Deere get dropped. John Deere get dropped on these bunch of country songs. You would think they fucking Chevy Impalas. They go like.
Was John Deere got rims, got spinners, nigga? That'd be
Bro, hey, imagine what was the fucking deal today? Bubble Sparks. Imagine Bubble Sparks.
That nigga was.
And that nigga pulled up in a John Deere tractor, and that bitch had fucking how big a tractor tires? I don't know, fucking 48, 30, 56.
Bitch had spinners on it.
And the bitch had spinners on it. Hey, niggas for one summer, niggas would have been randomly had tractors for sure.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I thought about this the other day.
Press on the comment.
What happened to spinners? Anybody remember? Like, I remember all through high school.
Latrell Sprewell got them shoes, and niggas got those Sprewell shoes when he took a step.
What up, Dub? What up, Amanda? I don't know if y'all still watching. What up? But damn. Take go that phone. But so what is rap your favorite genre?
By default, it is.
By default,
because it's what introduced me to music for the most part. You know that and R&B, like just being the average black kid. That's what you're gonna see here throughout your life.
For sure.
My next kid, I'm a culture shocker. I'm playing like electro pop in the house constantly.
And then this nigga come in the house, Dad, I like this rap stuff, man.
Like, is that right, huh, son? Got something for you?
Oh my God, Dad, this is the one that I really loved. That's hilarious.
I definitely listen to other genres, but growing up off hip hop, R&B, mainly hip hop,
for sure.
It's by default my favorite.
For sure.
If you had to say like your style, like not obviously not biting nobody, but you might like took something from like are you like what like what's your rap style? Is it like you sliding on ops or you on some cool shit? Okay.
At least not in majority songs. Like in most cases, people consider me to be like a J. Cole-ish, Kendrick, Kanye, like backpack rap in a sense.
I like to call it Coventry rap.
Yeah, but it's a little more modernized too.
Okay.
Yeah, he drops a lot of like anime bars too. So
yeah, cool. And you know, a lot of my music is really based off of my real life. So
I can't relate to sliding on ops. So like, that's what you rap. I can't listen to it like every day. You know.
But it's some people that's all they like.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
Even if they don't have nothing to do with that type of thing. Like
true, because I know a girl who swear up and down, fucking Freak Hoes is her favorite song. Hey, so I'm like, it's not your lifestyle.
Maybe she keep in touch. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, nigga, you know.
I know, but I don't know. She might keep that shit. She might be pee popping on the handstand.
Imagine her.
That shit might be going.
That shit would be shocking. Very shocking.
It would, but it wouldn't. It would, but it wouldn't.
Nah, it'd be shocking.
No, I mean, maybe for you, like. But yeah.
Oh, that nigga knows more.
No, I'm just because, like, for me, I was like, I can see that. Like, it was low on my bingo card, but it was on there.
Nigga said B11. Yep. I knew it.
Fucking knew it. Plus
I
the
knew
free,
it.
plus the free space, nigga. We were lit.
That's funny as fuck. That's funny as hell. So I wanted to shout out Charlie Fight.
Yes,
Charlie won.
Sir, yes, sir.
Right on time, got there.
As soon as we got up in there, two fights.
Two fights.
It was another dude from Ohio, then Charlie.
Okay.
And then we was out.
We told Charlie, we like Charlie in this shit.
My boy got that
Look
belt.
back because we was against, we had great seats.
Yeah.
He looked back and it was just like
That's hard.
first round, guillotine choking.
We didn't announce his song yet, did we? His come out song. He came out to Lion King. I can't wait to be king.
Yeah.
I was hyped because as soon as I heard it, I knew what it was. Everybody's like, "What? Why is he coming out to Lion King?" But I knew what he was saying. I think Lou knew.
I got it. Like outside of people who didn't know who Charlie was, they just like, why this? It's just like so they mind again, not paying attention to the lyrics. Right. It's this child song. What's going on here? Like pay attention. He can't wait to be king. Like this is
he fighting for the belt.
Right.
Like choked him out.
About what? About a minute,
20-something seconds in. Got out of here, light work. Yeah, give me my belt.
Yeah.
Cut me my check.
He got took. You was at the fight in February, right?
Yeah.
He got took down a couple times. You know, you couldn't get up as easy. This time he got took down. He got right back up. I'm like, oh, it's a different fight. As soon as he got took down, he got right back up. I'm like, yeah. Get different fight.
So how much time was in the round before you choked?
There was like a minute 30.
Yeah,
okay.
Out of there. We said after we was about to go grab a drink or something. Like, nah, we gonna wait. And like we was gonna. Then the round started. No, we gonna wait till second round or something. We didn't get that far.
Yeah, dude, he tried to grapple. He took Charlie down. Charlie got up. He tried to take Charlie down again. Charlie got the guillotine. Cinched it in.
Body triangle.
Tap. Give me my belt.
Damn. That nigga. He probably did try to do that because he's taller. So like, let me get on the inside, try to take him down because he can't use his length. He can, but he probably think he would.
I mean, if that was his plan, if that was his plan, he did a terrible job executing.
Yeah, we like at the end of the fight, like we was like all forward to the side, and like dude and Charlie was talking. Dude was like, yeah, as soon as I went for that what's name, and he was like, I gave you my neck, I knew it was over.
Yeah.
Pause. Yes, sir.
Why can't we just have a normal conversation? Like,
but
I just want
in MMA terms,
right? I just want a normal conversation. Like the weirdest shit be happening. I just want a normal conversation. Everything got to be gay. Everything.
No, I mean,
okay. I just curious. I know we had to clear everything. You can have a conversation. You go like, yeah, that's stop.
This nigga. You can't say jokes around this nigga no more. This nigga gets so sensitive.
I
just want to have a normal conversation.
A normal conversation. Everything gotta be balls. Everything gotta be gay.
Oh my god.
Turkey necks, bro. Like, all right, yeah, fine, cool. Just like, I'll wait till y'all finish.
It was cool though. I ain't know Erie got a little kicking scene, and I ain't know
it
was. We was. I still low key was like, okay, I gotta come back.
Yeah,
we were.
And the tax free shopping.
That's dope.
We turned up for that man Doug.
I got my boy walking around with the belt. Everybody's congratulating. Oh my god,
you was such a fun last
night. I seen you, bro. Like everybody running up taking pictures and shit. I'm like, oh, that's lit.
Yeah, that's lit as fuck. I got an old lady house we can hit when we go out there.
Erie?
Yeah. Her birthday same day as mine, so she having a party. So we can go.
So that's what you be doing for your birthday?
Maybe go talk to her granddaughter or something.
That's what we doing for your birthday?
No.
You about to go get some old poom poom? Some vintage poom poom?
Hey, I mean,
some Mel marinade.
Yeah,
what was your preference? How would you like
she paying? I mean,
if she paying, you don't give it. Okay. Real life sugar baby.
Hey, why not?
Respect it. Get it how you live, my nigga.
I'll be her comfy pillow. Lay on there.
I'll be more than that.
Well, shout out to Comfy Pillows because Incredible Keepsakes could make you one with your face on it if you wanted to. So shout out to Incredible Keepsakes. If you want one of them pillows with somebody's face on it, you could call 440-242-9648. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if they make pillows, but they can put it on anything else, so they can probably put it on the pillow. Or you can go to their website at www.incrediblekeepsakes.com and ask for Diane, because Diane would say Cherished moments are made to last forever. Yay.
Not yet.
So you also celebrated your birthday out there.
Man, we was celebrating my birthday for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
He was drunk after Charlie fight, celebrating that man fight with that dub, because we knew he was coming home with that dub.
For sure.
And then we just got back from Toronto yesterday. So yeah, that was a fucking great time too.
That's why I know I was gonna be able to make it.
Said that recovery, huh?
Yeah. I thought, but I passed out last night once I got back home. So
Yeah, you got your rest back. When y'all
barely, but basically.
When did y'all get back?
Like around 7.
Okay, so yeah, you had. I guess you had quality.
I was like tucked by like 8:30 for real.
Yeah. Was your well, talk about other things. I was going to bring up personal shit.
Shit, you can.
Oh, just the new job.
Oh yeah. So I started that today. That's why I was like, okay, yeah. After Caravana and starting a new job, I'm like, I don't know. But today was like real easy. Like it was like more so like the light work. You know how they try to ease you in. So
yeah.
Okay, I feel cool. So
is it at home?
No. So I'm actually in the office in Solomon now.
Okay,
but it's cool. It's $9 an hour more. So I couldn't.
Hey,
I need all of it.
Big money. Y'all look at me crazy.
Nah, yeah.
Big money.
I just started. I didn't.
Is that real? Is that a real statement?
That check hasn't even cleared
so
yet.
best believe
that check hasn't even touched my account.
You work the day, so at this point they owe you that money.
Only one
money.
day. They like, hey,
you going back tomorrow? They ain't get rid of you tomorrow, so you can at least get 2 big money.
Look, once like 3 of them checks touch down, then I'm talking my shit. Nah, I'm just humble and just glad to have a
that's cool. Be humble. This is what friends are for. Big money. That's all I'm saying. Let me borrow that.
Basically,
you know my boy like to be private, so I can't talk about the Toronto shit. But
yeah,
I'll be chilling.
You know my boy. Yeah, you be like, hey, he's like, hey, he's just had the car like, I don't care what it is. I'm just signing on the shit.
I don't know.
Big money.
I don't know who the fuck he's talking.
Allegedly though.
All I know is allegedly. Again, for him to be the mean one. This man is clearly the one they like to walk up on. We got free shit cut because
I'm not the mean one, but yeah, no, it was some dude there. He was just chilling. It was like 2 dudes, 2 girls. They were just chilling, doing their thing. They was at the table right next to us. They seemed cool, but like we was letting them do their thing, doing our thing. The dude just came and was like, "Oh, bro, where you from?" I'm like, "Oh, we from Cleveland." And he couldn't hear me, so I'm like, "You from Cleveland?" I'm like, like Indians, Cavs. So, oh, he was from like Vancouver, so. That's like West Coast Canada. Yeah. So, they just pulled up a Caravana. He was like, "Oh, bro, I'm about to buy you and your boy a drink." I'm like, "All right, cool. That's cool." And he like, "Yeah, we drinking him, but we been drinking tequila all day." So I'm like, "We on tequila," but he ain't care about nothing I was saying. So he got us some hand shots. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna just put this shit to the side. I'm gonna let him think I took it, and then it'd be cool."
That nigga watched you.
he got his shot, and it was like, "Oh, let's toast up." So we toasted up. I mean, it was cool. They was cool, so it was a good time. Some other random people, like we was coming out of the Airbnb. This the first night. We coming down, about to just figure out what we about to do. They like, "Where y'all going? Come with us." And so then they like, "We about to get an Uber." Then I guess somebody had an Uber and they canceled it. So the Uber driver just sitting there. He like, I'll take yours. So then it's like 7 deep. Me, Lou, Cindy, and like 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. So we like 7 deep in like an Uber. They got like a SUV type joint, and they take us to a little pool hall. They we're gonna take you to this little dive bars.
All of this.
They're like, it got a pool table.
Sober me with like, this is a murder setup.
Yeah, oh god.
Drunk me like, hell yeah, we about to have a ball.
I ain't gonna lie, because we had the same setup in Jamaica, and I was nervous. I'm like, oh no, they about to line us up. We eat lunch.
Machete's gonna come out.
Easy lunch. We made it back. They didn't line us up. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the back of that whip, shook like, yo, what they gonna tell my mama? They had like three girls told him to get in the Uber, and he did it. He ain't questioning nothing.
Yeah, that do sound like a easy setup too.
Sober me, question everything. Drunk me, no, we here to have fun. Fuck it. Where we go? Hey, we were in the back. It was me, mate. Like, dude, you know how long my fucking legs are. We're in the 3rd row. Yeah, in the back. Yeah, had a great time though.
Yeah, in both situations we was lunch, but in Canada I felt safe. I'm not gonna lie. In Jamaica, I was shook. I was sitting there like, all right, just don't let my anxiety show, because if they line us up, like what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna be like, oh, I can fight? No, they about to lay me down with this machete, and that's a wrap. I feel like there's nothing I can do.
For sure. Yeah, no.
I'm swinging.
I'm swinging. He will be swinging the machete, nigga.
Yeah, I'm swinging.
I mean, yeah, his story gonna sound harder. Like I died. He got one hit off and then died. Like his story gonna sound a little cooler. But
Hey, we gonna be at the table in heaven. Like, what happened to your boy? He just gave up.
I laid it down, boy.
This nigga Louis gonna live in his arm and they gonna be there.
A circle full of machetes, bro. I laid it down.
Who need that arm anyway? I'm in the afterlife.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, the Jamaica one was definitely like they both were sketchy. Even that one was like, but Jamaica was just like you just felt like a machete was nearby.
I ain't gonna lie. Now Canada out of swung. That's what I'm like. Nah, I ain't going out like this.
So Canada you swing, but Jamaica you just completely frightened.
You go lay it down.
Because Jamaica I was legit nervous. In Canada I wasn't.
Do you think that it was like that because like Canada, that's more like around here? It's like a regular city,
possibly.
Or because Jamaica's like way further than.
I think it's like a mixture of all that. Just because like I don't know, like in Jamaica, like it didn't feel like a setup, but I could have seen it being a setup.
Right.
Canada is like maybe because I've been there so much, and maybe because like you said, it's like closer. It just didn't feel dangerous. I'm like, these niggas try to set me up. Because it was two dudes, 2 girls, and it was 3 of us. So I'm like, man, we jumping on somebody. So I'm like they can't kill all of us. We jumping on like 3 of us jumping. I mean, 2 of us jumping on 2 dudes. Boom, and then one of us just gotta get the weapon out. Get the weapon out of one of the shorties' hands.
Just when you want, period.
But they was cool though, so it didn't even come to that. It was nice. They bought us drinks. Dude was talking about, I don't know why, like it stuck in my head, but his pickup on the line was like, "Hey, what your shoe size is?" And like, I've been saying that shit all weekend.
Right. That's been the same. Right. You know how like so you go on the trip and like that be like some saying end up sticking. That's it. Like, just randomly you walk past somebody, what your shoe size is, baby girl? You a stepper? You a stepper?
I don't know why. Like the shit was just so funny. Though.
New line.
Bro, Precious, what your shoe size is?
11.
It sound like you a stepper.
Shout out to Precious on her producing debut. She killing it over there.
Hit the horns for yourself.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I love that. Yeah.
Does it feel weird being behind the board?
It's definitely. We had a time last night. I know.
you have your own show?
Yes. Well, it's a collaboration, but
Gotcha. What day?
On Sundays.
Sunday.
Starting
like,
this Sunday.
Like day party type shit?
At night.
Oh, it's at night.
Yeah.
It's at 9?
Yeah, it's medium ratchet, so we go get ratchet on there.
So. Oh, that mean bring a bottle.
I'm gonna listen.
You ready to talk some shit?
Now, if I have a bad day on Monday, can I blame it on your show? Because it's literally going to be the last thing I hear before I go to sleep.
If you have a bad day on Monday, that's because you woke up in a bad mood. It ain't had nothing to do with what happened on Sunday.
That's fair. I'm still blaming it on you. So that's still a fair statement.
What if I had a bad experience on Sunday that leaked over to Monday?
Then you got a lot of self-healing to do because that shouldn't happen unless somebody pass away or something like that. But
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I go to sleep, I'm not sad no more.
It's a rule that you should follow that most successful people do, and it's called the 5 rule. So I mean, if it don't affect you in 5 minutes, in 5 days, or 5 years, then you should let it go. Whatever it is.
And clap for that.
Because she a stepper. What's your shoe
She a stepper.
That is true, but I'm not about to sit here and act like the Browns ain't have a Sunday night game lose and I ain't going to work.
Because that's what them niggas talking about.
Them niggas lost at 10:30. That was the last thing I seen.
You mad because the other team was talking shit after that. That's what you mad about, not because they lost.
Same thing.
The niggas that said their job that hate the Browns.
Certain places, like, why y'all do that? It's always. It's
I really
always
don't
those.
care about the Browns, but my fantasy team lose. Oh, don't text me, bro. I'm hot.
The most shit talk I can.
Niggas supposed to be dropping 25, drop 2. Like
We doing fantasy this year?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay, just checking.
Everybody said they trying.
Fuck with fantasy?
Nah,
You don't play fantasy?
nah. I'm not even much of a football fan, to be honest.
I get you. It's just one of the things,
Basketball
though.
though.
Sometimes,
Basketball.
sometimes if you're not like a fan, like you will have like a better outlook because you be like, all right, say
Ain't nobody-
Tom Brady's supposed to do this and then he don't do it, but you just pick whoever and then that nigga just have a breakout year.
Right.
But-
y'all be doing it for money.
We don't. I be wanting to, but like everybody don't be down, so
Right.
you know, it just be the homie. Sometimes it just be like talking shit too. Like it's
Right.
like everybody know everybody, so you know everybody had their own little text. I'm like, oh, I'm about to dog you this week.
Right.
Sometimes that'd be good enough for them.
Yeah, you know, I know some people that's a hustle for real.
Oh no, yeah, I be wanting money because I'd be like top 3 every
Big
year.
money.
I be top 3 every year, so I'm like, shit, let's play for the bread. I know I'm coming in a money place, but you know, it's just be cool with it, just the homies and
Right.
talk shit and
I've done basketball fantasy for money, but
I've done both.
see
Well, not for
basketball.
money, but
Basketball fantasy so long.
I win.
I be
Yeah,
good.
I'm like you. Nigga. Yeah, I'm worse than you. Take me out basketball, football. I couldn't tell you players none of this shit. I just be like, all right, this shit make. I'm strategic, so shit just if it makes sense.
Nigga look
to
at
line up,
numbers.
I'll take, yeah, I'm that person. I'm like, oh, this nigga knows that. So like, I'll take that nigga. Take him. I need 2 wide receivers. Give me that. Swap.
The funny thing is, cause like I play with a couple of friends who like really don't care. Like they be throwing the draft all off because like usually like a quarterback could be like round, I don't know, maybe 7, 8.
Daryl.
Like niggas will draft a quarterback round 1, and then everybody starts scrambling drafting quarterbacks. Because usually they'll be like receiver, running back, you know, kind of go first.
yeah.
But then like when somebody draft a quarterback, then everybody get nervous because then like you know it's on like 4 or 5 elite QBs.
Yeah.
So once one gets took. You know, it's only like 4 left, so you got to snatch yours now before you would have really took probably like a running back or whatever case may be. But one of them elite quarterbacks gone, so you got to get the other elite because you don't want to be without an elite quarterback.
Right.
So they be throwing the draft and like that shit. And then I wasn't paying attention last year, so I'm just sitting there going, I'm like, oh, like big quarterbacks just get slapped left and right. I'm talking about Lamar, everybody gone. And I look, so I'm like at a point where I'm like, all right, I could draft a quarterback. I look,
This nigga got Matt Ryan.
fucking. Yeah, I can't remember. I ended up making a trade. I ended up getting Kyler Murray, so that was cool. But yeah, like they went on a run on quarterbacks, and I ain't see it coming.
Every year it's the same person. It's always Daryl. And who auto
Tom
draft?
Brady.
No, so it's whoever won. I feel like if my conclusion is, if my hypothesis is correct, it's whoever won last year who they had as quarterback. Because the year I won with Patrick Mahomes, Daryl took him the next year.
That's funny.
Like I was gonna double back and get him, but after I got my wide receiver, Daryl usually wait till his 3rd pick. He taking the quarterback, and that's like he said, it fucks up the rotation. And then like by his 5th pick, he auto drafts.
Damn.
So
his lineup be crazy.
Yeah.
Basically.
So lightweight Daryl rather be extremely hard to beat or free dub.
Yeah, that nigga gonna walk in lunch.
So well, in fact, we're gonna take our quick break real quick since it's 7. When we come back, I'll play my favorite song off the album so far.
Single Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely Single Life off Yang Yang.
Because what your shoe size is.
Is
You look like a stepper.
Is you a stepper?
So Precious, go ahead, take us to break. We'll be right back.
If you had to introduce somebody like never heard the music.
They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know they like breakfast, for sure gotta bless them. They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know I'm a blessing. For sure gotta bless them. See me in the yard, respect it. Hear me and it's unexpected. Out here rhyming, trying to make some sense. Not just rhyming, am I making sense? I'm in the booth, I'm whipping up the wrist. Cooking meals, that's a double dip. They want it all, but I never trip. Making hits, nigga, fuck a miss. On everything till my bones is twigs. Till it ain't no meat on my ribs. Keep grinding, man, I cannot slip. What's on my hip if I up this bitch? It's self-defense, I'ma end some shit. I swing low when I'm bending, bitch. I'm with my team and I never switch. Low key, been on the throne with it. King Crown D-Man, spending next week's cash we passing. Old school's going slow like school zones. D who they want me so much, I had to go and get 2 phones. Throwing parties in my new home, where the girlies get their shoes on. Claim I changed up 2-tone, never that list of shoes chrome. Gone. They want that aggression, I lock it and load it. Can't wait till I blow it, it's going. Go, smoke like locomotive, that money, the motive. My words keep it flowing, you know it. You know they like breakfast. Stack cake like it's breakfast. I'm counting these blessings I see manifested. That aggression, my weapon, the gift and the curse, but it's more like a blessing. They want what I know, cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know they like breakfast, for sure gotta bless them. They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know I'm a blessing. For sure gotta bless them.
My brother was pushing the key, I had no degree. Needed roommates for the lease. My cousin was not yet a mother. I hid in the covers to keep the monsters off of me. Telling you life is progression. The harder the lessons, the better that you learn the keys. Set myself ablaze just to keep it burning. Anything and everything to keep it coming. Blessings. I don't mind a bee sting just to keep it buzzing. Blessings. Anything and everything to keep the hustle. Blessings. Until this whole city is referencing me, make a storm and I speak. Can you see the debris? I count all of my blessings and pray for the weak. Blessings. These verses highly favored just to say the least. Blessings. Spare all the innocents, come and slay the beast. Blessings. You niggas gon' beef and I'm saying come for me. Cause y'all niggas been rapping, I've been an MC. They praying we fall like the leaves. Got all of these strategies, all of these tweets. I done got close, it can't kill my disease. I got the infection spread all in the team. I done seen niggas that die over words. So I pray for the best while I'm prep for the worst.
They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know they like breakfast, for sure gotta bless them. They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'm a blessing. You know I'm a blessing. For sure gotta bless them.
Young hard-headed little boy, ain't wanna listen, so I just did it. Thought a lot of niggas was fishing. Mom Duke say I'ma end up in prison. Times got hard, I'm under the light. Badass supposed to be in the house. Niggas cracking jokes when I answer the phone. Mom Duke yelling, bring your ass home. Money on the way, so I'm still gonna be late. Fuck a ass whooping, I wanted to pay. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Mama was just trying to make me away. Too young to get the picture, couldn't even think. Blessing for hoes, come get a drink. Go ahead, smoke this crunch with me. Later on, leave with the happy feet. Little mama screaming out rainbow. Beat it out the frame, then up to the back, bro. They say I'm too aggressive, I'm applying pressure. Put it to your neck, buy the fucking check. Turn the chick house to the money spot. My frame of cane, cause I plenty spots. Mad Max brain, gotta chop it up. Dollar bill flow, got the water diamonds. Bernie make my wrist, it's a house party. Like Martin told Gina, it's between us. Keep your mind on the money, then we team up. She a rider, so she driving while I'm rolling up. I put it down on the hustle, so she know the game. Gotta stay up on my grind, can't be switching lanes. All I know is long times I had to maintain. Living life like chess, trying to make a move.
They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'ma bless them.
Take them to church, bitch, I put in that
You know they like breakfast, for sure gotta bless them.
Take them to church, bitch, I put in that
They want that aggression. They want what I know. Cause my mind is my weapon, and since adolescence, been blessed with these words. And they cook they like breakfast, you know I'm gon' bless them. For sure I'ma bless them.
Take them to church, bitch, I put in that
You know I'ma bless them. For sure gotta bless them.
Take them to church, bitch, I put in that work. Yeah, take them to church.
Welcome back, TimbuTuesday. That was Forever CLE. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cuz.
What your shoe size is?
What is your shoe size?
Are you a stepper?
For sure.
I was trying not to, but they probably better.
I was saying that shit all weekend.
Everywhere we went.
The reason why I didn't make it out there.
Wait. All right, wait. Backtrack. All right. So, reason why you didn't make it out to Charlie's fight.
Yes.
Okay.
Reason why I didn't make it to Charlie's fight.
People gonna think you talking about Toronto.
Nah, I wasn't coming to Toronto. I didn't even know about it. So
it's a standing date. Technically, you did because we talked about it on the last show.
Oh well, okay, sure. I know about it. So the reason why I didn't make it out to Charlie's fight is because my homie Josh had a wedding that day. Shout out to my homie Josh.
Congratulations to
Mr.
and Mrs.
Joshua Jackson. He had a nice. It was a nice time. That's my best way to put it. I was drinking Don Julio and Patron all night.
Is that the equivalent of saying open bar?
Yes.
Oh,
it was great. It was great.
I'm gonna make sure at my wedding we have a nice time.
Yes. It was amazing. It was at the Mediterranean. It was a nice venue. It was dope. The food was good as hell. They gave you enough. So I was happy about that. So I was there drinking. I ate, stepped outside, sit in the car, and you know me and cars got a really close bond. And I went to sleep. Shout out to Dave Walker too.
What up, Dave?
So it was excellent.
Dave sound like a super villain boss.
What up? Somebody else said he sounded like Hank Hill, which he does.
Dave say propane.
Check out my MGK.
God damn it, buddy.
Yeah. He sounded just like that shit that one day. Oh my God. That shit was so funny. Yeah, everything's good now, right now. I also don't yell as loud as either one of them, so so there's no telling. Anyway, it hasn't messed up. But yeah, that was the reason why I didn't make it out there.
So
that wedding.
Spent the evening in the car.
I did until about 11. You taking my MGK?
Yeah, my MGK now.
No, I think what you doing?
I got one in there.
You should have took that one in there then. That was
You told me to take that one.
Take mine.
I'm taking Megan Fox's boy toy home.
You can have it.
Shout out to
I was about to be your boy toy. That's crazy. But yeah, it was an amazing time. Which because it was at a wedding, it was great because it's a great segue into the song that I love off of this album, man, off of Yin Yang. Which I love the name, by the way, because that's kind of what my tattoo theme is. Yin Yang. Light and dark,
right?
Antagonist, protagonist.
Yeah, I got one of them too.
Yeah. So I fuck with it tough. Go ahead and introduce Single Life, man. How did it come about, man?
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life you go through situations and relationships and you try to move on from them after, like, you know, it'd be a real bad breakup, or even just what put me in the mind of it is the famous like breakup song for girls is like that Beyonce To the Left. And I was like, they don't really have like no song like that. It's kind of empowering for dudes or whatever. Like we just gotta toughen it out. Like
I say "Bye Baby" by Nas.
That's hard for sure.
Yeah. I like that one.
So I
I
kind
like
of
Ludacris move, bitch.
That's hilarious.
So I kind of had that in mind when I was going through the song, and my homie dude Villa made the beat and he sampled a Cameo. I don't know if y'all familiar with them. They made the song Candy.
Yeah.
Oh! Who had the red jock strap for decades.
That's actually what I be saying to Angie when I call her anytime I talk to her. I be like, Angie, but it's supposed to be Candy, so that's what I do. But go ahead, Precious. Can you play that song for him? Shout out to Single Life.
You will love it if I pull up in a Benz late night.
You turn the mic down.
Your friends, we roll and got bottles of the hand. We go to sleep right after we sin. Wake up, then we do that shit again. Yeah, girl, I just wanna have fun. Smoking blunts, you should roll another one. Off the cig, got a tablet of the tongue. Any drug, it don't matter what you brung. We could do anything you want. Relationships, I ain't really for that shit. Only call me when you ready for the dig. No bed, we could do this in the whip. Give me head, yeah, I'm a savage. Not 21, you better add a 6. Got a man, I ain't trying to intervene. Hit me when you wanna kick it with the team. No Khadijah, St. Clair, Maxine, Ovaltine, Kyle, Regime. I'm living. I ain't worried about these hoes no more. 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 You will love it if I fly you overseas. Buy you luggage, your designer double C's. Ass fat and you got them double D's. On the beach, setting fire to the trees. You gon' ask me, can we do this every week? Sorry, girl, I ain't got it like that. Wouldn't do it if I had it like that. First I lost it, then I got it right back. Only call you when I want a nightcap. Once I hit, like this verse, it's a rap. Sorry, girl, but I cannot be your man. Getting married wasn't really in the plans. I just hope that you can really understand. I'm loyal to my family and my friends and my lyrics and my music and my fans. But if you just wanna have fun, no Neo, but you know that I'm the one you could call when you wanna get it done. Tell your BD to come and get his son, cause we fucking from the night until the sun. No commitment, no relationships, none of that shit. That's not what I'm on. I'm all alone, all on my own. That's what I'm on. Live from the. I ain't worried about these hoes no more. 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 I ain't worried about these hoes no more.
What up, great? Yeah,
Love
that's
that sample.
I fuck with that song tough, man. They ain't claps only one time, man.
Let's say you sitting down there, whatever business exec you want to put in front of you. If you have one song to play for him, what song you playing?
off the album.
Yeah.
Probably the joint I just told him. It's called "Rap Too Much." The outro, like that's my favorite song on the whole album.
He definitely got some bars on that bitch.
He's flowing on that joint.
Yeah, he got some bars on that shit. He had a reel up on his Instagram. Shout out to Instagram, man.
Tyreak Haeem, TYREAKHAKEEM. Tyreak Haeem all together.
Yeah. So go to that, and it's a reel of that song, man. And this nigga is spitting that shit, bro.
I did that on this show called Expression or whatever. I got like a whole video of me performing it. So
Yeah, that shit was sick. It was a line on there that I had commented. That shit was hard. I was like, ooh, this nigga spit. Pull it up real quick. Was this it? Nope. When you went into something performing like that, how did you how you feel going into performances?
Like probably that particular song I probably wouldn't do for like a regular stage performance. Maybe sometimes, but not usually. But I usually try to do a lot of more up tempo, more up energy kind of songs.
So what made you pull that up for the expression? Because it was like your expression.
I mean, yeah, in a sense. And then, like I said, it's not like a stage performance, so it's like more so me performing for a camera.
Okay.
So
okay. Oh, he said
I can convey it differently.
For sure. It was the line where you said, I'm sending shots and it ain't Grey Goose. So
you need to duck.
Yeah. That shit was hard.
So many ways.
Right. That shit was hard. I was like, ooh.
It's funny. That's like a bar I've always had, like probably had for a while. The only thing about it is like people don't really drink Grey Goose anymore.
I don't think they know what it means though.
Right. I know they know what it means. That was like some people was drinking when I was a kid. Like I don't think I've ever drunk Grey Goose because by the time I was old enough to start drinking, like that wasn't a thing too much no more.
I think it was drinking Amsterdam like everybody else. But
still get you loose
for sure. I still I was thinking with the bar, like it's also like duck shots.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Shotgun,
exactly.
So
duck goose.
Yeah. That shit is hard.
Oh, I ain't thinking about duck goose. That's hard.
It's hard. It's so
hard.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. No, that shit hard.
When he say he ain't sending shots of goose duck.
I ain't even thinking of it. That's hard.
Yeah.
Nice little triple.
Yeah. I fuck with that. Now, like I was saying before, when you and Nez was here, like I was lightweight thrown off, like because when I met you, you like you are now, just real reserved.
Right.
But this nigga on the track, this nigga is like at your neck. Like I'm just like, damn, like where the fuck did this shit come from? Like
I said, I pretty much said this last time. Like when I rap, that's like the real me. Like on average in life, you probably just gonna get a more tame me. But I'm really expressing who I really am and how I really feel. So you getting those emotions and everything that I may hold back in my regular everyday life.
For sure. So the shit that he don't give a fuck about, he gonna be like, yup. But if you give a fuck about it, you about to get a whole 16 bars, nigga. You got any diss tracks?
Yeah, a couple.
I was about to say that was the hell yeah laugh. That nigga.
Couple females, couple rappers.
Was Single Life one of them, nigga? No.
Sort of. Definitely got somebody in mind for that.
If you could have a cipher with 4 other artists, current, alive or dead or alive, who's the other 4?
I'll probably say like Snoop Dogg. He really good at freestyling. Like I would love to see that. Pac by default.
All right.
Trying to think of somebody who it'd just be like fun. Like them two, I just would want to see them rap because I think they do good at freestyling. But when I like freestyle with my homies, it don't even always be so serious. It's like super fun. Like we just playing around. Like
I'll be rapping, like doing a cipher, but like I just do comedy jokes. Like,
right. We might say some comedic shit during our freestyles. It don't always be trying to kill a track.
You ain't gotta be trying to kill again. This is for your enjoyment, right? If you want to see tough bars come out of Snoop, cool. Who's your other 2? Who's gonna take up the other 2 spots? You said
Snoop
and Pac.
Probably go current Dave East. He's like one of my favorite rappers. Probably my favorite, like more current day artist. So
I can see that.
Him in there. And then and Kendrick. Fuck it.
Hey, that'd be a hard cipher for sure. I think that'd be a hard cipher. Are we doing East Coast Pac or West Coast Pac?
It's kind of the same to a degree.
Pre no ring.
Right, free nose ring. Just listening to Family Feud. This nigga Jay-Z said we ain't gonna act like this nigga didn't have a nose ring too. Y'all niggas is weak.
So how do you? It seem like getting to know y'all really fuck with lyrics and just like kind of the older rap.
Sure.
How do y'all feel about like nowadays rap?
I like nowadays rap. Again, I feel like a lot of majority of people are just making some catchy stuff. Again, it's a getting it out for most people.
Right.
They make this catchy song for catch, boom, couple dollars, do some club appearances, stack some bread, and then do other ventures. Like rapping is more like rapping was
it's college now.
I think like rapping was like a freestyle, not a freestyle, like a freeing thing. Not to say that it's not anymore, but I feel like 90s rapping was just this is our life. This is all I can do. Can't get a job, so we gonna hit some bars. Oh, it's starting to pick up. We can make some money off of this.
I know some niggas that's like that now.
But I'm saying like as far as like now, like people like all right, I really want to be an actor, but I can rap. So I'm a rap. I got more exposure right now off of rapping than my acting. So I'm a rap. And then now once they get my name around,
Lil Dicky
wants to be a rapper, but he's a.
Oh, I like that. The show fire, bro. The show fire.
I mean, Tyler. Like again, my exposure to him was off of the show. Not to say he wasn't rapping, his rapping wasn't doing bad or good or wasn't doing good enough because it got good enough to get him a show. But the show took him to another level, and he was like, boom, back to rapping. Like it got him the exposure that he could really push out further.
I think he just enjoys music. He said it though. He wanted to do scores for like movies and shit.
I mean, yeah, but that's a long-term game. That's his long-term game. And nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you're not just gonna walk off the street like, all right, I want to do scores for music. Where's your portfolio, sir?
Yeah,
no. Show me you can produce some tracks, sir. Like you gotta.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, for him to go to the show, you know, to the movie or you know to Slaughter Squad from music and then go back to music. That music is clearly his passion.
Yeah, but I'm using that as an example how most back in the day people didn't think past. I feel like most of them didn't think past rapping. Like where it'd be like, okay, we rap, and some people was like, oh no, I want to do music.
True.
And this is like, okay, like let's say like for scoring, Pharrell has produced songs for movies. Who's to say when he started that was like this is where I want to be?
His vision. Yeah.
Like let him there. Nothing's wrong with that. Yeah, cool. You know, life takes you where it's going to take you. But some people like, okay, if you start out, I want to be a scorer. Like I want to do scores for music, da da da. But it's like, all right, well, how do I get my foot in the door?
Yeah.
To tell somebody like it seems like
even somebody like Kanye, like you would almost think he wanted to do fashion before rapping the way he cares about fashion.
Yeah, like the way it goes, it's like most people's like, all right, well, how do I get to that point? Well, you got to go to school. Like the traditional route most people know is go to school, major in this, get an internship in that, and then da 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 on the way up. Where some people's like, no, I'm gonna rap, get famous, and make this drastic cut over 3 lanes.
I think that's the evolution though, because like think about it, like we grew up in the 90s, and like when rap really started, like maybe 80s, like late 70s, 80s. You gotta think about it, like at that point, it really wasn't serious. Huh?
It wasn't being taken serious.
Right, but I'm saying like at that point, it really wasn't like a longevity thing. Like rapper, like if you was like 30, nobody wanted to hear what you had to say, or like how was you gonna transition? Like you were just a rapper with selling drugs or whatever the case you're rapping about. But as it got with like in the 90s, we seen like Diddy, we seen Jay, we seen Birdman, we seen Master P turn into like empires, and then they put other artists in position to be.
Yeah, fair. But again, that's just
right. But so I think now, like as it's grown, you think from the 90s to from the 2000s to the 2010s, and now you're in the 2020s. Like these rappers now, they're like, oh shit, let me drop two hot albums, and then let me get this fashion bag, let me get this movie bag, let me get this car bag, whatever bag is.
That's why I feel like their lyrics. I'm gonna say their lyrics are shitty, but it's like, all right, it's not.
It's college.
Where most. Like you said in the 90s, this was my lifestyle. That's all I got. Ain't no after this. It's just me 30, so I gotta go get another job. Da, da, da. And if you do a decent, you can maybe do like a reunion tour or an age bracket tour. Where now you ain't gotta worry about that. So you ain't gotta make. You can take one. They clearly not getting a bag. Like the people now are people back then was not getting the bag that people are now. where there's so many avenues. You could, you do this, you drop this, you can tour off of that one song all year. You can hit clubs and this, and then take that money to flip, like the evolution of just learning what you can do with the money off of, like, I can take this, flip this, I can start I can buy a franchise, keep that money flipping.
People are understanding the business.
I don't know.
It's so wild nowadays. Rappers is getting fast food meals.
That's fact. I don't know. This is part of like the point or the question that you was asking, but I like how now, like you had mentioned, like lyrical rappers or whatever case. Like see, like Lupe, one of my favorite rappers, like Lupe, David Banner, like they teaching college courses now, like, about rap. Like that shit crazy. Like Lupe is a teacher, a professor, at MIT teaching rap courses. Like who would have thought? Like even 10 years ago that you could be a rap professor.
Yeah, but even then, do they have like weird doing guys like again? Not.
Well, I don't know. It's Lupe. I don't know.
His career speaks for itself. You couldn't come off like nowhere else. Like, all right, I'm gonna get you become a professor, and you're not a teacher.
I get what you're saying. I don't know what Lupe. I mean, Lupe always been a very high caliber. I know you know, but I'm just saying, like Lupe has always been a very highly intellectual
rapper.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. But it's just the transition, into that.
The transition, that's just something else that can be done.
Yeah, but no, more so the reason I mentioned that because it's nowadays to me it's a thing where I see it a lot and see it in YouTube videos and see it in real life. They say lyricism is dying or whatever. Like,
I feel like this is a quick. It's no longer like back then. This was a stepping stone, so I got to prove to be the best so I can get some looks. I just got to be catchy. I got to do something to get on.
I mean,
Island boy.
I remember my mom always told me like it's gonna be a point where you're not gonna like the new music that's coming out. But I was like 10. I'm like, no, I'm always like rap forever. Right. And then as I got older, obviously like rap transition and like the rappers not rapping the same now, but it relates to the people who like 22, like they relate to that shit.
Right.
Like, it's on TikTok and everything. It's not for me, but I had to get to a point where I'm like at first I went from like, oh, this shit trash. I'm like, all right, it's not for me. And like some of the shit might resonate with me and some of the shit not. But like they making it for like niggas they age. And I'm clearly like not their age. So like I don't really trip on it. I'm like, all right, you gotta kind of just, or they just doing what they do to like reach their fan base. And like clearly I'm not their fan base. And it's just like it's okay to rock with it. And it's okay to just be like, nah, like that's not for me, but understand.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the target audience.
I try to like all music. I give it all a chance. I can't get with all of it because for sure it's going over. I'm too old for it at this point. Right. I'm a little older, but even just me playing, I play some songs for like this young dude. He was like 20 years old, and it's like I make all type of music, but for sure, majority of people would categorize me as a lyricist. So majority of my songs is based on that. So it's hard for me to play my music for that person who just want to hear trap and drill all day and expect them to like it. Like to me, it's like I'm just fighting a battle I can't win because he already got it in his head that all he want to listen to is Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
He wants something simple and catchy, something he ain't got to think like the Grey Goose bar. He would even thought Duck Goose. That man would have been like Goose, like you said, people ain't drinking Goose. Like that alone, he like Goose. Like, shots of Goose. If he'd have to pull, if somebody had to pull their phone out to Google Goose shots, like, bruh.
When I listen to the two songs, the song that you told me to listen to, and then the song we played, I was like, I feel like that give me like that 2010s. Yeah, it was like on Coventry. Like you probably like in college around the same time, and like to me, like I'm like that shit dope. Like some people might take it like not a diss. Like I'm not trying to say like the music sounds dated or anything. Right. Like for me, like that's like when I was like coming up and doing that and like in that zone. So when I listen, I'm like,
that's another thing I was about to mention.
I can resonate with that shit.
Around the 2010s, I was in like high school, so it's like that's when I'm coming into myself as a actual man and human being or whatever. Right. So around that time, that's the more backpack era, the J. Cole, Big Sean, Wale, yes, they was popping, but so they not. You said what?
Were you an alien before?
The 2010s? Maybe in a sense, but not in a literal sense. But I don't think they really even relate to the kids anymore. Like even with Drake being the biggest rapper, I'm pretty sure more young people is looking at Young Boy than they looking at Drake nowadays, even though he sells so many records.
I remember, excuse me.
I remember when
Wale, Sean, all of them was on Coventry at Grind Shop. Nobody knew. Like Big Sean used to kick it up at Heart and Soul. My homies was on that in the Heights.
Okay.
But they used to just, like Big Sean used to fall in the Heart and Soul and just kick it regular, like just taking shots and just drinking, like just a regular. Like I mean, obviously he wasn't in college, but he was, you know what I mean, like for better or for worse, regular college kid. He just up there kicking it, but it was just dope because you can just be up there kicking with Big Sean and like. You know what I mean? Like he was talking about what he was about to do, and he had a couple songs. Like obviously, like this mixtape Sean 08 going crazy, but you know, then he linked with Ye, and then they just took out. You know what I mean? But like, you know, listening to his bars, I'm like, that give me that feel. Like,
Right.
like when Sean was going crazy on Coventry, when Wale used to be on Coventry going crazy, and nobody knew who he was. He was just the dude with baby dreads. He didn't even have like obviously the dreads yet.
Yeah. That's hard. I didn't know them niggas was there.
Yeah, he used to frequent down there, just like in that weird way. Like remember when Chop and Screw was hot?
Yeah,
he used to always be up here.
Yeah, Chameleon used to always be on.
Paul Wall.
They used to always. Cleveland and Houston was like crazy connected.
Yeah,
like Chameleon, his birthday, he had a birthday party in Metropolis, and he I think it's the album called Bootlegger Special. But like the first song on there called "Tell Them Boys We in Cleveland," and he like, "We on the clear, we ain't leaving."
Yeah,
for sure. I know like a lot of the early Cleveland rap was heavily influenced by Houston for sure. Like even back when I was coming up, and that Houston had that wave, like you know everybody was talking about swinging doors and chopping screws. I'm pretty sure that was like that everywhere, but I lived in Cleveland, so it's like I got to actually watch that.
Yeah, like I felt like it was Cleveland and Houston, like we was like connected. It probably like everybody else was probably influenced by Houston too.
Houston was our southern cousin.
Yeah, but Chameleon came to Cleveland. Like even like when Cameron rap, like, I used to get in Ohio. Like niggas was getting in Ohio. Like niggas wasn't getting in this. I mean, it probably was, but they ain't made no songs about it.
Right.
Like that nigga Chameleon really came to the Metropolis to drop his mixtape on his birthday.
That's hard.
That shit was crazy.
That's hard. That's definitely hard. I wasn't even like that big into them until like, I guess you could say later. I mean, obviously you listen to what was that the Mike Jones and but there was the album where they all was on there.
First round draft picks.
No,
it's about Switch House.
It might have been Switch House, but what was the name of the album though? It was definitely Switch House, but it was the name of the album.
I don't know.
It was Breaking Something, I thought. But
oh yeah, that was a little later though. I think I know what you're talking about. But I remember like the Mike Jones was like 40 songs.
Yep,
they had the Pac-Man freestyle.
It was 35 songs. It was all MP3s. I had that disc.
I had the whole thing.
That was the one I was like, how you get so much on one CD?
Bro, yeah.
That was with that first on drop is right before he released his album.
Yeah, that was right before you, because it had We Don't Give a Fuck About You.
Man, yeah.
Had the Pac-Man freestyle. Was Dead Day Grinding on there?
Shit, I got to show my phone.
That shit was fire. It had what was the other song?
Wanted to bring up the anime. I did say you had a lot of anime bars. One of the songs, I think it's on the way or On My Way. What is it?
Ballin' Underground.
On My Way.
Yeah, On My Way.
That's what it was. Ballin' Underground. 40 tracks.
Ballin' Underground.
Ballin' Underground.
He said, girl, you making my power pole extend. So clearly you got a Dragon Ball background. But what other animes you fuck with?
That's what got me into anime. So that's my favorite of all time. They actually got another movie coming out in like a couple weeks. But I grew up off a lot of shit from Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, to Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Trigun, Cowboy Bebop,
Cowboy
Outlaw
Bebop,
Star,
definitely one of my top.
Gundam Wing, G Gundam.
Name some classics in there.
Yeah. I say he definitely the reason why I got into anime a lot.
Still looking for a bitch to tell me who Sasuke is.
We're calling people that know.
Click.
She was like, I'm looking for a bitch to tell you who Sasuke is. Hold on, I'm about to call one. I'm about to call one right now.
Call a piece of place. Okay, we about to
Dang, got
play some
banged
phone
on
games.
though.
I'm not about
Who
to.
you calling?
If you call,
Don't play on my
the
phone.
first thing I'm gonna say, what's your shoe size is?
Is you a stepper? Yo, if you get that line off in a bar, just please let me know. Drop in, like, baby, I don't know. I can't rap, so I can't even. But if
Just think of it, baby girl, what your shoe size is?
you
You a stepper?
I have to be drunk
Lemon
to feel like I
pepper,
could
old
get
something, I
that. Feel like I could get that one off.
I don't know. I feel like I can't rap, but I feel like I always wanted to rap. Like I always just wanted to know what it feel like to go in the booth and then just like have regular thoughts and then just spit, like go crazy like Cole or Kendrick did like on their Black Friday freestyles.
Right.
Like, how do you just walk in the booth and do that? Like that shit is nuts.
Man, walk right in it. Like,
and just.
I mean, it depends. Like, I tell people all the time, I don't actually physically write my raps anymore, but I still write them, but just not in my phone or on my paper. I write it all in my head. It's a similar. It's like writing, but it's a lot of more going off emotion and it being more natural than like being so confined to a box.
Do you watch Atlanta?
Yeah, I haven't seen the second season, but I watched the whole first season.
It's a third now, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
third.
yeah.
The fourth about to premiere soon.
Yeah, the second season had it was a dude like he went in and freestyle, but the engineer didn't record it. So he's like, I need you to record. He's like, I need you to record this because I don't remember what I said. Like I'm literally just about to walk in here. Then the engineer didn't record it. But I was wondering if that was like something like you just walk in and like what that shit don't get recorded. Like, do you say it the same way? Do you put the same emphasis on it? Like, let's say an engineer for whatever reason they'll hit record and you just went crazy. Do you like? Are you able to embody that same exact feeling again? Do you switch it?
Kinda, and then I definitely learn how I want to say certain things as I'm recording. Like you don't know what it's gonna sound like until you start recording it. So that's when you start getting more ideas during the recording process.
Got you.
Was it a hard 16?
No, it's a me.
No,
that's so funny though. Nigga said, hold on, what do you say?
Because I don't even remember. I just remember the aftermath.
No, it was a dude. It was the other dude.
It was a side
for the second season. They had a soccer named Clark Atlanta. Or was it? No, it was a young Clark County. It was Clark County. And he won. He said some. It was like something about a bird. Some I can't remember, but he like I just bought a dinosaur like Nicolas Cage, and then like the shit just. Like cuts off it, yeah. Like no, the shit, but I can bring it up. I can bring it up later because I watched the episode a lot. This shit. Like Atlanta to me is like an episode. I just put it on like if I don't want to think, I don't know what to watch. I just throw on Atlanta and let it.
It's my Bob's Burgers. Just to have some audio noise, just to have some background noise. That's it.
I'm like that more like just kids cartoons in general. Like I still watch like a Fairly Odd Parents or something like that or Ed.
Like you in the house, like you ain't talking to nobody. You ain't playing the game. You ain't watching. You don't know what to watch.
Right, but
so
I want something on. Yeah.
And the people look at me weird. They're like, Bob's Burgers on. I'm not even watching this shit. It's just on for noise.
Yeah. I'm even like really like that with Family Guy more than anything.
That's how. That's what I used to. I had back when I had the seasons when you swapping out the disc. And it was literally just audio wallpaper.
Manhunt for all of the seasons.
It's literally just audio wallpaper.
Like me with Atlanta and Boondocks.
Yep. Yeah, that's another show.
Boondocks is another one. Like I just to give myself a break. What's my rotation? King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers, fucking regular show, Boondocks, them types of. It's just literally. I'm not even. It's literally just on. Just to hear something.
Big Bang Theory was on it like that for me for a minute.
I never got into that.
I
ain't gonna lie. I never got into The Office.
Shit is
everybody
hilarious.
loves The Office.
Right.
I just never got into it.
Watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That shit is hilarious.
I wanted to get into that. I thought that like it seemed like something I would like. I just never got into it.
That shit is funny. Like if anybody that likes The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine might be even like the evolved form of it. Like that's how.
It's newer. I don't think
I heard that Abbott Elementary was something similar to The Office.
I started Abbott Elementary. It's okay. It's funny. It got
the dude from what's the name?
The dude from Everybody Hates Chris, and then the girl who was like, "Oh, he got that." She went pop like he got money. She's in there too.
Okay,
yeah. It's funny again. fell off of it for whatever reason. But like it kept my attention, and it was good up to the point where I think
they about to put the first season on HBO Max. I know it's already on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
I know they put it on HBO Max too.
Okay.
I want to watch what's that? The Community, I think it is with
Danny Glover.
Yeah. I want to watch that. Just because of Betty. Shout out to Betty. I miss you, Betty. Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch. So that's how much shit for real, because that's a lot of shit I have not watched. I haven't watched some of the Marvel series shit. A lot of the stuff that's on Disney Plus, haven't watched. I just made it through Spider-Man and fucking Doctor Strange.
Well, I'm about to add another one to your list. You should watch Sam J. Paul's. That shit's hilarious.
I love Sam J.
Sam J. Paul.
You watch her stand up?
Yeah, if I say start with her stand up. Her stand up is on
stand-up
Netflix.
Funny as hell. So, she got an HBO deal.
Yeah. So her stand up is on Netflix. And then she has a 2-season sketch show called Sam J.
But it's like also like real talk though. Like she does
interviews.
Yeah, it's like so she'll interview like let's say like Black Republicans, like to see what like their mindset is, or she like just really get into her bag, like just interviewing like different people like maybe you wouldn't think to speak to on a day-to-day. And shit dope as hell. But then she also make it funny because obviously she's a comedian. She writes for Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
She in her bag.
And then also Michael Che,
yeah, that shit funny too.
That's hilarious.
I have to check it out. I just thinking of stand up. I just watched what's his name? It's Gerard Carmichael, but what was
Rothaniel?
Yeah, Rothaniel.
So you watched it?
Yeah,
I still ain't watching it.
It was funny. Have y'all familiar with? All right, so
the Carmichael Show was a great
Carmichael show was a good ass show.
A great
show. Which is really, really based off his life.
Yeah. But in Rothaniel, he comes out officially because I mean he definitely
basically came out on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Before that,
and technically he came out on the home tapes when he was talking to his mom.
Okay.
Like he came out. It's one of the things. If you caught it, you caught it.
What was what they saying? They was leaving
talking about the dude from he was from like New York Undercover or something like that.
No. So this guy, he's a comedian. The newer, younger comedian. He just had an interview. He had a couple specials. He's funny, to me anyway, at least. He did like random. It was like a somewhat TED Talk live action. He called it home movies, and this kind of was like that, but he had funny moments, and it's just him talking to his family members and shit. Yeah. So he's talking to his mom about his dad's infidelity. And just asked her, like, have you ever thought about cheating? And just asked her, like, essentially her sex questions and shit. It was like, well, have you ever messed with a woman? Or you ever messed with the same sex? She's like, he's kind of like, he was like, well, I have. And he kind of glossed over it so quick. Like, it was weird. Like, he glossed over enough for, like, you to catch it. And then you're like, wait a minute, did he just say he messed with a guy? And then, but it just keeps going through the scene. And, like, they don't touch on it. She doesn't inquire on it. And just keep going. Right. And then this was, like, 4 or 5 years ago. And then he randomly had an interview on Breakfast Club 4 or 5 years after. He kind of hinted towards it the same. He didn't confirm or deny it. And then, like, last year the special came up?
It was this year.
It was early this year.
Yeah, so early this year. So then earlier this year, he had a special come out where he actually, Rothaniel is where he actually comes out and says he's actually gay, whatever, yada, yada, yada.
What's his name?
Jamal Carmichael.
Okay.
Hilarious. Him and Dave Chappelle are beefing, apparently.
Oh, yeah, because, you know,
Dave,
I don't know if he, you know,
Chappelle had community.
Yeah, you know, Chappelle had.
You ain't know that?
No, but it makes it funnier.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, he's not gonna, in my opinion, Gerard, you're not gonna win. You're punching up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to though, like you gotta stand on what you stand on.
So I mean,
but
Dave did this and thing. Like you could hate,
but he's a new part.
But yeah, you gotta think about it. Like
it's like this is part of his community now. So it's like no,
this is him paying his ties.
I guess.
You know, they say the hit dog gonna holler. Like you not talking about Gerard. Like you gotta you can't just like if somebody came here is like F black people. Like we gotta hold it down.
Am I?
Sure. Well, okay. Well, why do you hate black people?
Well,
and if you give a valid reason, I hate black people for that reason too.
Right, if a black man just cut you off in the car, like I hate that nigga too. Like,
but
he just came in like
that nigga and black people are two different things. I'm saying I understand why. Like, I mean, it might be a losing battle.
I get it, but it's like, but then you just joined the club too. Like,
no,
like,
he just announced that he joined the club.
Yeah, okay,
he was
but
already in the club.
So
he didn't say anything. He didn't defend him when he wasn't.
Yeah, so this past 10 years, while Dave has been going on these tyrants, you were cool with him getting slandered.
I never been in the closet. He probably felt some kind of way, but he couldn't do something. You know what I mean? Like, if he come out too hard, he's like, oh, they gonna know, and maybe he wasn't ready for them to know. No, I'm just saying, like, he wasn't ready for them to know.
If somebody was in here that was homosexual and somebody came in just slandering Dave, like, yo, chill out. That don't mean I'm homosexual. It's like defending you can defend somebody without like, I'm one of them.
Yes, but you're saying that from not being closeted or not feeling some kind of way. Maybe he was just scared. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, because it's
the biggest comedian, and you're a comedian. And you
so
might
so now you're doing it now because you got the LGBTQ backing you.
No, because now, like, if you were to come out, like, hey, what's scarier than hypothetically? What's scarier than being closeted and then coming out? Then like, oh nigga, I just came out. Nigga, I can take Chappelle. Nigga, I just risked all my fans and they still fuck with me.
That's kind of true.
I mean, I don't see the difference. Like, in my opinion, I just don't see the difference.
If
like,
you're gonna defend him, defend him.
Yeah, like don't defend him now because now you're.
But you're allowed to grow also.
True, I'm not knocking it. So but now you have it on both sides. You still have to catch the slander because like now you're defending them when you didn't do it properly for whatever reason. You were scared. You had your reasons why you didn't have your flag up. Cool. So but you let them take all this heat now. But now that you have, now it's like, well, I'm Superman to them now because my flag is up.
Well,
out,
maybe
bro.
it's not for them. It's just for yourself.
It could be.
But like now I'm out, so I'm like, it's just.
But when he's not, but technically he's not talking about transgenders.
Well, we don't know what.
So Gerard's transgender now? Like what happened?
I don't know. We what? Speaking of, we didn't know what. We don't know what Demi Lovato was or wasn't. Now she,
her. Yeah.
I don't know if I even talked about it on here because I was scared, but I'll talk.
I mean, that's her.
So Demi Lovato had came out as them and they. So she was the first person that I heard like high, celebrity use them or they. So now like when they would, yeah. So when somebody would say they're them or they, I'll be like, oh, they Demi Lovato.
You always end up saying like, oh, they a Demi and call it a day.
But now she brought her shit back. She like, yeah, I'm her, she.
So now we can't call.
Yeah. So now you're not Demi Lovato no more. I guess Lil Uzi came out as them and they.
What? I came out as them allegedly.
And all right. So now you duty. You TimbuTuesday.
Not for real, French. She like, oh shit, did he? No.
Yeah. That's why I'm keeping up with none of that shit.
But they just mean non-binary. It doesn't mean that you are technically gay.
No, it don't. But yeah, but if you come out as non-binary, I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, oh, you Demi Lovato. I mean, because she was the first high-profile person I heard of. Said I'm them.
I'm them or they because I'm multiple people. That's why I said them.
But I also, I don't even know if I can get into this. I can get canceled.
Do it.
Like if you. Come on. What are the odds you get canceled?
You got 12 minutes. Ramble.
No, all right. So I was like, if say if you were them and they.
Yeah.
Just for example.
Right.
If somebody had sex with you, that means they.
Orgy.
Yeah. Is that a train? Is that automatically a train? Because technically you had like they or them is like it's conceivably be multiple people.
It's definitely
so that's a train.
You gotta answer the question.
All right, that's what I was wondering.
The risk of getting canceled, them people is delusional.
Hey, look, I ain't say that. I just wanted to know if you have sex with somebody who's non-binary, is it a train? That's all I wanted to know.
Well, we would have to ask somebody that's actually a them or they.
Who was on top?
No, well, hold on. If I was them or they, that shit definitely is trained. If you ask me, hell yeah, we trained her. All of us. We did that shit. Ain't no question.
No, for sure. I agree with that.
Oh my god.
Can we just have a normal conversation?
We can't. Not at all. Niggas ain't out the weather. Like, what did you have for lunch? Nothing? Okay. Orgies.
Who would listen to that though? Like niggas would just turn on Al Roker and call it a day.
audio wallpaper. We could have been that.
Hey, that's great. I feel like
we will never be played in anyone's office space ever.
I don't think anything on Red Line will be. But that is the beauty of it. We can say what the fuck we want. Shit's amazing. I like it. I mean, I feel like everything shouldn't be canceled. Like I can see if it's complete slander. But saying how you feel about something, I don't think it should be canceled.
Possibly. Asking for clarity should not get you canceled.
Yeah, I just hope
if you don't understand and you're seeking knowledge, you shouldn't be canceled. Your feelings should be able to get you canceled, especially if it come out. Because if somebody just walked in here and said, "Hey, I hate black people," y'all talking about jumping them. Like, what are we talking about?
So I take that as a rephrase my statement.
So how do you feel about that? Since like you do stand up or whatever, nowadays they say everybody's sensitive. It's like hard to do jokes. Like, do you feel like it's jokes you wouldn't do because you'd be like, "Nah, I don't want to offend these people"?
I don't know. Because I say questionable stuff to people at the hospital, like somebody's leg fucked up. Oh, who asked did you break your foot off in? Like, obviously that ain't what happened. But right. I'm trying to make it funny. Now the person saying that to the wrong person could clearly get me in trouble.
Right. But it's different because these people know that they're comedians and know that they're just making light or just trying to make a joke in general and not trying to offend anybody, but people still get offended nowadays more than ever.
Everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody. A lot of people don't like being the butt of a joke anyway.
Right.
So when you get into that now, people are more opinionated and can so-called cancel you because they can go on Twitter and everybody like to tweet.
Right.
So now it's the trending topic, and now it's bigger than what it is. When it ain't that serious, it's gonna go away in a week anyway.
Right.
It obviously depends on what it is, but look at what the baby did, and ain't nobody talk about that shit no more.
I mean, he do so much.
Yeah, I feel like that's a terrible example. Like that nigga got a laundry list of shit.
But I do what you're saying. Yeah. Like whatever is talked about this week, it's probably not even gonna be talked about like in 2 weeks. Like when they be making them meme calendar things, I be like, what the hell happened to January? Like, oh yeah, that nigga was wilding in January.
You're right.
Like 6 other things.
Orlando Brown.
And you just forgot who the fuck, you know what I mean? Like what even went down. But I do hope we get to a point where we able to like honestly ask a question for like clarity. Instead of like, as soon as like, if you don't know something, oh, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. And like niggas just get to like, bro, like, I just didn't know. Like, point me in the right direction. Like, point me into the information that you clearly had. Like, it's okay to not know some shit.
Yeah, because I feel like after the initial shock, like, I could be surprised. Like, damn, you ain't know that? Well, then this is this. Like,
I would talk like this. I won't say anything in front of somebody that I wouldn't say behind them.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna make that joke in front of everybody, I'm gonna make that joke. Like just like when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, I would call Will Smith soft in front of him. Like I don't care how big you are. Shit, if I felt like Mike Tyson did something questionable, like I'm gonna say it in front of him or away from him. Yeah, I might risk getting fucked up, but it's just who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fake the funk,
right? Because
it's no point. Because then that's when you seem like you're throwing shade versus being a real person,
right?
So to me, if it's something now obviously there are some things that I might have thought that I was like, yeah, that's fucked up, but it would probably just be a thought if I wasn't gonna really say it. Right. I'm not writing a full joke about it and then say, no, I ain't gonna say this joke. Like I put too much work into it. They're like, at this point, I gotta see it through, my boy. Right. Like so, and even if I say it once and it don't go, then
you gonna say it again.
I probably will say it again. I ain't gonna lie. But it just depends. I mean, shit, it's funny jokes I didn't say it once that I've never said again. So it's definitely tough thinking about it that way. I was gonna ask you about the same thing about rap.
Say, yeah, it's kind of like that with rap. Like,
yeah,
maybe I'm not no super big rapper at the moment, so I don't know if I've said anything that would offend people. I could say I do think about that sometimes. Like, damn, these people might take offense to this. So I could say I do think about it, but I might still do it depending on what it is.
Yeah. Unless I'm going like all the way, I just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like I don't.
Like you shooting to get canceled.
Yeah.
That's why I can't be a comedian.
Do you ever listen to like some of your bars back? I'm like, oh, no, I'm gonna change this. Like maybe like I sound like maybe you might feel like people like like maybe they think that you were too aggressive, even though like you knew you was just coming from like a place where you went in the booth and snap, but you might have said something about a minority group or whatever the case may be, and you'd be like, I'm gonna change that shit, make it sound less threatening.
Nah, for the most part, when it's already laid out, rap, recorded, I just leave it as is.
I like that. That's dope. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to TimbuTuesday. Shout out to Tyreak Haeem. Man. Tell them where they can find you at, man, to find the album.
Albums are all platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music. So
that nigga said all platforms, man. Good shit.
Tyreak Haeem, yin and yang, man.
That's dope. Y'all want to plug yourselves in? Anything y'all doing? Y'all want to plug in?
TimbuTuesday shows every Tuesday. Click, comment, subscribe. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna just start putting them more often as I have, but I like Tyreek's music. A couple of tracks I listen to, like that sounds like some shit I can really get into, so I'm gonna really take that shit in and vibe while I'm listening. Like I'm at work or a spot where I could just dedicate listening to what he got to say, and that shit was fire to me.
Thank you.
I definitely like the scene that we got, the music scene that we have. I'm starting to see it with my with being in comedy. I mix it, obviously mix it with music. So I get to see more music now, and I see that our scene is really crazy. Like it's really a nice scene. Yeah. And I really wish Cleveland the best as far as the artists go. Comedians, everybody that does any type of art form, in business, period. I wish us the best. I feel like Cleveland is one of the best cities to make it out of. Because if you people are so critical here, so critical that if you can make it out of here, you can make it anywhere. Shout out to Precious on the board with her debut producing. She killing it. Yeah.
Hey, Precious, what's your future?
Is you a stepper?
Shout out to the new sponsor, Dynatech. We appreciate y'all. Definitely shout out to All Access Realty. That's another new sponsor. Shout out to Detroit Auto Parts, the home of Redline Radio. Shout out to Grown Wings. Shout out to we love you, Lisa. You the greatest, Lisa. But this has been another episode of TimbuTuesday. We'll see y'all again. Hit the intro. On the mic, sir.
Psych! It's TimbuTuesday!
What?
TimbuTuesday!
Huh?
Hey partner, what y'all about to do? Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring the I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. You know I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's do lunch. You know I'm next top comic, but let's just stick the topic. I'm Timbu my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to chop it, but I might get obnoxious. I wanna hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. You know I'm on a mission, but please I